Hi, I'm Scotty Raver, and I am the host of BlogTV. I'll give you all the inside scoops, backstage info, no kayfabe, right here on BlogTV.
Wrestling fans, Steeltown Pro Wrestling invades Arborg, Manitoba, Wednesday, May 20th at the Arborg Hall, 409 Recreation Center. Tickets are $12. For more information, call 485-3680. Doors open at 6:30, pre-show 7, main show 7:30. Arborg Onslaught. For more information, check out SteeltownProWrestling.ca.
This is the Big O and you're watching SPW.
Wrestling fans, Steeltown Pro Wrestling is making big news. Rick, the Model Martel, will be debuting for Steeltown Pro Wrestling Friday, June the 5th in Notre Dame Duluth, Saturday, June the 6th, Selkirk, Manitoba. Rick Martel has wrestled the who's who of the wrestling world, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion, two-time WWF Tag Team Champion, will be debuting for Steeltown Pro Wrestling June 5th and 6th. Check out the website, SteeltownProWrestling.ca, for more information.
I'm Chris Dion with BlogTV, sitting here with the big sexy beast, AJ Sanchez. How you doing, AJ?
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
I am doing sexy.
That's good to hear.
That is good to hear. And we're asking people how they got started in wrestling. AJ, how did you get started in wrestling?
Actually, I was playing baseball with the Chalmers Community Club, and what had happened was I had a friend named Kyle Desjardins, or as wrestling fans may better know him as Spanky. He was a ref for TRCW as they were running shows at Chalmers, and you know, I guess he really hooked me up. It really probably started when I was watching such greats as, you know, Bobby Collins and Todd Bullitt. I believe wrestling for the CWF as well, TRCW. They were doing a bi-weekly thing, one promotion one week, one the next, and I talked to Spanky, who introduced me to Rob Stardom, and Rob, I guess, hooked me up with training for about 6 weeks.
Spanky has a role in AJ Sanchez's career. Unbelievable.
That's about it. He was my manager for a while as well, which was just fantastic. But let's leave it at that.
Thanks for sitting down with us today, AJ.
Not a problem, man. Thank you.
Wrestling fans, for all your up-to-date Steeltown Pro Wrestling action, check out the official SPW website. www.steeltownprowrestling.com gives you access to the latest event information, in-depth show reviews, wrestler profiles, and information on possibly becoming a future SPW superstar. The internet/TV page gives you the ability to watch action-packed SPW videos anytime, such as event previews and Steeltown Pro Wrestling's hit series, SPW BlogTV. And don't forget to check out the merchandise page to get your hands on 8x10 photos of your favorite SPW superstars, event posters, and of course, DVDs. So next time you're online, feed your SPW addiction and check out www.steeltownprowrestling.com.
Wrestling fans, welcome to Steeltown Pro Wrestling.
Welcome to SPW Blog TV. We're with Johnny Dresden. Dresden, tell us how it was transitioning from backyard wrestling to pro wrestling.
Well, honestly, a lot of people look down upon backyard wrestling, but I think as many people probably backyard wrestle, they probably don't mention it, whatever it may be. But as a kid, I've always watched wrestling, and since I was 8 years old, I've just been the biggest fan of it. And you know what? I didn't really have the contacts that I did today. I never had anyone that I knew could train me. I never knew anybody that was running shows. I didn't even know shows existed in Winnipeg. So what else was I supposed to turn to? You know? So I backyard wrestled with some friends or whatever. And then we saw this poster up. It said RCW wrestling at the Ellis Theater. And me and my friend Matt, we went over there and checked it out. We're like, I didn't even know there was wrestling going on here. So we go check it out, and I was like, this it kind of like the bug kind of bit me kind of thing. And basically, I went to the zoo one night, and there was a wrestling show going on there as well. And I guess Chi Cruz was wrestling there, and Marty Goldstein had introduced me to him because I guess my grandma knew or whatever, because she's, you know. But he said, you know what, if you're really serious about this, then I can, you know, we can work something out. And I just went from there. I was training in the shack, and after that, I guess Cheech went to Edmonton, whatever. So I really didn't do anything for about a year, and then I was working at Royal Fork, and I met Brian Rich, actually was working there with me, and he introduced me to Gene Swan, and then that's where it really picked up, and I started doing shows and stuff like that. So transitioning backyard wrestling from pro wrestling, is people look down upon it, but I think it was kind of the fate for me to do it, because I wouldn't have known anybody that I do now, or I wouldn't be in the position I am now. So there you go.
Hey, you. Yeah, you watching this. Have you ever dreamed of being a pro wrestler, manager, referee, or a valet? Or do you want to work behind the scenes in the world of pro wrestling? Well, Steeltown Pro Wrestling has an opportunity for you. The SPW training camp is open and accepting applications. Our ring veterans will teach you everything you need to know about surviving in the business. So get off the couch, pick up the phone, and call 785-8762 or email steeltownprowrestling@gmail.com, and we'll find out if you have what it takes to make your dreams come true.
You're watching SPW TV. I'm with Zach Mercury. Zach Mercury, tell me about the first time you ever met Rob Stardom.
You know, a funny thing about Rob Stardom is the first time I met him, I don't remember meeting him because we were coming from the Provincial A top-rated basketball team from Lacta Bonnie Senior School, the Chargers. We walked into Rossburn, Rob's hometown, and they actually had a pretty good little setup for us there. They had we had catering, and we had a hotel that we put all our stuff in, and we were feeling pretty good. And our first game was actually against Rossburn, the hometown team, and all the fans came out with noisemakers and garbage can lids, and I'll have to give them credit for it. They didn't have any big guys on their team there, but they actually ran their butts off, and I think they gave us a run for till about the first quarter, first half, and by then we started walking away, and we actually ended up winning that tournament. But Rob Stardom was on that team. Needless to say, I don't remember him from that meeting. We were too busy bringing in all the glory of winning the Provincial A tournament, which our school went on to win 2 more after, by the way. Anyway, we go to wrestling, beginning of training. Vance Nevada was our head trainer, TRCW. In comes a guy. I hadn't been to too many indie shows before training around locally in Winnipeg. In comes a guy, Rob Stardom. I'd heard of him. He comes in, and I'm telling you, this guy's training clotheslines. Everyone thinks, oh, wrestling, oh, the mat's bouncy, you know, nobody, it's all scripted. Rob Stardom threw clotheslines, just about left marks on the neck, and we were young, we don't understand anything, what's going on. It's like, why is this guy being such a dink? Turns out maybe he was just doing it to me because he remembered me from Provincial A basketball, dominating their hometown, and I guess he was taking out frustrations. But what happened between him and I was we traveled together, we wrestled many matches together in a team against each other, and we actually developed a pretty good friendship, and I was at his wedding, and I know his family very well, and we get along great now. It's funny that how that developed from as kids to now we're wrestlers and living out the dream. So that's my memories of Rob Stardom.
I'm really crazy, Rob Stardom, and you're watching SPW TV. Saturday, May 30th, Steeltown Pro Wrestling presents Pump Up the Volume. This show will be held at the Monte Casino Legion at 1111 Logan Avenue. Tickets are $12. For more information, call 785-8762 or 772-0123. Or don't forget to check out the website, steeltownprowrestling.ca. Doors open at 7. Pre-show 7:30. Main show 8 o'clock. Tickets available at the Monte Casino Legion. Don't you dare miss it.